Hello everyone, welcome back to What If Deku Had His Mom's Quirk, Part 2. This episode should be a bit longer than the other one, and hopefully the mic quality doesn't suck as hard as it did last episode, but yeah. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share the video as well, and yeah, let's get into the video. It had been a few months now. Deku finally finished cleaning the first half of the beach up. All Might promised him that if he could at least do that, he'd let him clean the rest with his quirk. All Might patted Deku on the back. Great job, young Midoriya. Now then, you ready to use that quirk of yours? All Might pointed towards a stack of trash to Izuku's right. Try and see if you can pick up that heap of trash over there. Izuku put his arms in front of himself and attempted to lift the trash. He felt immense strain in his arms, but he was able to lift the trash for just a second. I think I did it, All Might, the boy exclaimed. We have so much to improve on. Let's take it one step at a time, shall we? Over the next couple of months, All Might trained the boy to use his quirk on the beach. Whenever Izuku went home, he completed a very strict workout routine, so that he'd be able to physically withstand the toll of using his ability. It took Izuku about 5 months to initially get half of the trash cleaned up, and less than half of that to clean it with the rest of his quirk. The boy's body transformation was nothing short of incredible, compared to his canon counterpart. Izuku looked a lot closer to Asta from Black Clover in physique level, but yeah. 10 months came to an end, and it was time for the entrance exam. The Ren exam was no pushover. It was pretty hard for Deku, but the physical exam was a real challenge. Deku's a lot less nervous this time around compared to the canon iteration, but his meeting with Uraraka is still pretty awkward. She comments about how jacked he is because, like I said, he's a lot more built, and she wishes him good luck. This causes Deku to blush, and he trips like normal, and Uraraka will catch him with her quirk. Going forward, the exam begins with President Mike yelling "Go" as usual, and Deku immediately starts destroying robots. His plan starts off with pulling off a small piece of a building and using his quirk Allure to telekinetically swing the piece like a weapon. Izuku gathered many points, taking out most robots with only a few swings. Eventually, his attention was drawn towards a cry for help. The girl he spoke to earlier was trapped underneath some rocks. Izuku also noticed everyone else was running away from something. He turned around only to find that a giant robot was heading straight for him. It was the 0 point. Izuku thought about running, but quickly gave up on the idea when he remembered that the girl was trapped. "I'll save you," Izuku yelled to her. Deku sprinted full speed towards her. The emerald-haired boy shouted to the girl, "I can pull you out of the rock from my quirk, so be ready when I do." The girl braced herself for the pull. Deku yanked her towards his direction. The girl readily used her quirk, Float, to catch herself in the air. "We have to go faster, this robot's gonna crush us," the girl said. Deku tried to think of a plan to escape the robot's range, so they wouldn't be stepped on. "Think, Izuku, think." The boy suddenly got an idea. "Use your quirk to make us float and hop onto my back," Izuku said. The girl jumped onto his back and floated him slightly above the ground. Deku yelled out, "I hope this works." He used his telekinesis to propel him and the girl forward. Right before the robot stepped on the ground, President Mike yelled out, "Stop!" The exam was over, and the robot was inches from the tip, so they barely made it out. Some time had passed. Deku excitedly awaited his results. His mother eventually ran into the living room to give them a letter. In his room, he'd opened up his acceptance letter and was surprised to find a hologram, though it was UA, he supposed. "Oh, All Might," he said, shocked. The acceptance letter revealed that he not only passed, but he had the highest rescue points, on top of the points he received for defeating the robots. Deku cried. He was actually going to Extreme High School. He met up with All Might. "So you're a teacher at UA now?" the boy said. All Might threw in that he finally wanted to teach kids after all this time in the limelight, though All Might was simply hiding the truth from Izuku. He was looking for a successor. Deku went on to thank All Might for helping him as much as he did. They both smiled and ran to the people who found out All Might was on the beach. Fast forward to April. Right before classes were going to start, All Might decided to meet Mirio Togura. Sir Nidai recommended he be the one to inherit One for All. All Might briefly discussed about life with the student. Eventually the talk shifted into being about the quirk. "You got quite a strong quirk there, kiddo," All Might said. Muriel was nervous but was excited. They both agreed to meet up again a little later in the year to finalize the decision. After Muriel stepped out of the room and left, All Might felt conflicted. His future successor was right in his face, yet all he could do was think about that frail young boy he'd trained for 10 months. "You got a stick up your ass or something?" Katsuki said to another classmate. Tinya Ida gasped at the vulgar remark. The whole class was pretty rowdy considering that it was the first day of class. Izuku noticed the girl he saved was in his class. They blushed when they stared at each other, and they both got up to say hi. A man in a sleeping bag commented on how loud the class was. "My name's Shota Aizawa. Welcome to UA." The class looked weirded out by the man. "Put these uniforms on and step outside." The teacher would explain the test that they would have to do with their quirk, and whoever was in last place was to be expelled. Deku would perform close to the middle and top on all of these tests, and Aizawa wouldn't expel anyone like he said he would. After the students got themselves accustomed to the school, it would be time for the bomb to fuse up between heroes and villains. All Might instructed them to suit up into their costumes and meet him at Training Ground Beta. The matches would be divided into two groups, heroes and villains. One side needed to defuse the bomb, the other needed to defend it. The matches were set, and Deku was pretty shocked. "No way, I have to fight Kacchan?" The blonde looked up with pure rage. "I'm gonna kill you, Deku." The emerald-haired boy dreaded the matchup. He noticed that he was paired with Ochako, who he thankfully had chemistry with already. Ida stepped up and wished his competitors good luck, but also said he was going to give it his all as a villain. "So what's your deal with Midoriya? You seem to be really upset when it comes to him," Ida asked Bakugo. The blonde spoke to himself. "That damn nerd got all strong. Damn it. I can't let him outshine me. I'll show that weakling that he's still beneath me." Deku spoke with Uraraka about his rivalry with Katsuki. "It took me so long just to be able to use my quirk to lift people. I'm not sure I'm ready to face Kacchan yet." The girl reassured the boy. "Come on, you'll do great today. You've proven your strength not only in the entrance exam, but the pop quiz Aizawa put on us. We're gonna beat your rival and keep getting better." The two stared at each other and smiled. The 4 students were moved into the building, and the training exercise began. Deku thought to himself, "My lure's getting better, but there's still no way I'm getting past Kacchan without a fight. It might be best to try and rely on Uraraka's quirk today. I'll try and maneuver around Kacchan as best as I can." Right before Deku started to explain her plan to Uraraka, Bakugo came flying around the corner, with the two barely dodging out of the way. "I'm gonna beat you so bad they're gonna have to stop the match," Bakugo said. The blonde threw a right hook at Deku, but Deku dodged and tossed the boy over his shoulder on the ground. "There's no way he's that good," Bakugo thought to himself. "You always start with that move. I've analyzed every great hero, including you, Kacchan, so call me Deku all you want. Just know from now on, Deku is the name of a hero." Chaka remembered what she said to Deku, and she blushed. Bakugo noticed the boy stop shaking. Is he not afraid anymore? Bakugo's eyes widened. "I'll break every bone in your body." Deku used his telekinesis to push the blonde back, and he and Uraraka ran away. They split up, and Deku told her he would meet back up with her when he captures Katsuki. While Ochako went to scope out the bomb, Deku hid from Bakugo in the meantime. Bakugo was feeling more and more insecure. He was becoming consumed with rage. That Deku, he doesn't fear me anymore. Bakugo thought back to when Izuku saved him from the sludge villain. "He thinks I'm weak. I'm not weak, damn it," he yelled. Uraraka told Deku she was on the 5th floor, and Deku told her to be ready to capture the bomb. Bakugo found Deku and they stared each other down. Bakugo was a lot more angry than normal. This time, he didn't bother telling Deku what his quirk was. He immediately released his gauntlet-fueled explosion onto the green-haired boy. Deku barely dodged, but his outfit was torn in the process. In a twist of fate, Deku ran away from Bakugo again, causing the blonde to chase. Whenever Bakugo would get close, Deku baited Bakugo into blasting the ceiling. Bakugo screamed out, "Fight me, damn it!" Deku ran up another floor. When Bakugo went in to swing a punch, Deku dodged and sent Bakugo flying into the roof. Bakugo angrily blasted himself back onto the ground, Floor by floor, Deku got closer to Uraraka. Deku tripped in the middle of the fourth hallway, and Bakugo landed right in front of him. "Nowhere to run now, huh, little Deku?" he said. Bakugo picked the boy up and punched him in the stomach. He blasted Izuku into the wall, causing him to fall to his knees. "Stand up and fight, damn it!" Deku knew his time was limited, and he had no other choice. "Uraraka, it's up to you." Deku used all his might in one arm to pull the ceiling down on Bakugo, and used the other arm to propel himself to the fifth floor. Bakugo attempted to use his quirk to chase after Deku, but the rest of the floors began to collapse under him. "What's going on? What did that damn nerd do?" Suddenly, Bakugo realized Izuku purposely led him up each and every floor, strategically dodging and redirecting his explosion into the ceiling, causing it to weaken the floors. "No, he outsmarted me." The blonde fell through another floor. Deku had only one arm to work with, as his right arm had been busted from pulling the ceiling, so his quirk was severely weakened. Ida went to capture Izuku, but Ochako tagged the speedster, causing him to lose control and float up. They had 10 seconds left. Ochako ran towards the bomb as fast as she could. Ida turned around while still floating, and went towards her to stop her. Deku used the little strength he had left in his arms to slow down Ida. Oma yelled out, "The hero team wins!" Once again, I would just like to thank everyone for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, share it with your friends and leave a like on it as well. I'll try to get the video out as fast as I can for the next one. But yeah, anyways, hope you all have a good one. Only hearts out.